Welcome back. It's been a year between fights. Obviously, preparation for a fight happened, but it's been a year. So I guess what's the feel like for you to finally, hopefully, get back in there?
Yeah, I'm feeling that good anxiety. I'm kind of anxious to fight, to perform, to show everything that I'm working, and that's it. I'm happy with the opportunity, my first main event. So lock and load, ready for Saturday.
I was going to ask how special it feels to be in a headliner, right? I mean, you're coming off a setback, obviously, but to be in the main event, to know the UFC trusts you to be in the main event, what's that feel like for you?
It's awesome. Like I feel like a gratitude for things happening, like things that I always working for is finally happening, and also really motivated to take the best of this opportunity. And that's it. To fight, to get back to the winning column, especially on a main event. And I think it's awesome, not just for my career, but also the flyweight division. I always love when I see the flyweight guys doing the headline the UFC events. And then in the next week we have also, Pantoja and Erceg headlined for the belt on Rio, which is always a huge event. So I'm really excited with all this that happened in this momentum.
Very cool. So everything's good. Do have to deal with a change of opponent. I guess how much was that a frustration? How much did it impact your preparation to have to change up?
Yeah, right away when we got the news that Manuel was out, we got frustrated. I was thinking about him since last year. Like we started the preparation around November, December, because the fight was in the beginning of the January, and then we closed the fight against him again. So right on the moment you get frustrated, you get worried. Oh, is my fight gonna get postponed? Is my fight gonna cancel it? They are going to get another opponent. Who they are gonna get me to fight? Is a ranked guy or not? But at the same day, we closed the fight against Alex, so that was good. And right away, I changed my mentality. I was already focused on Alex. And the good thing was like 4 weeks before the fight, so we have enough time to make all the adjustments, on the training, on the strategic part, on the technical part. So it was enough time to make all the adjustments that we needed and to be ready to get this victory.
During that little short time of frustration, was there any part where you're like, I should have just fought in January?
No, because I was really confident about the choice that we made, because of the weight cutting and stuff like that. That part of doubt on my mind, it happens more like on the first days after the fight didn't happen. Like, oh, should I get this fight or no? But even with a little bit of doubt, that's normal. At the end, I was really confident with our choice, and it is what it is. And right now, we're still here. We still have the main event, and the most important thing is that I'm going to fight and I'm going to win. Doesn't matter if it is Manel, Perez, or whatever. The important thing is to win and to keep on growing on the UFC.
What happens if in the future they come to you with Manel's name again? Are you like, nah, man, we can't do this fight, or do you take the fight?
Right now, I'm not thinking about it, not even Manel or even the belt itself. So, no, I'm completely focused on the fight. Like you said, there more than a year that I don't fight, so I'm really, really excited to put the great job inside the octagon. I want to fight, want to perform. I'm not thinking about the future no more. But honestly, after the fight, I will be looking up. Is the direction that I'm going is to the top of the mountain. I don't want to think about Manel anymore.
What do you think about Alex as an opponent, what he brings to the table? Obviously a veteran, high level. What do you think of him?
Exactly. Alex is an experienced guy, more than 25 fights. He already been in a championship fights. He already fought for 5 rounds. He's a complete fighter. He's good on the striking game, have heavy hand, heavy leg kicks, good wrestling background. He's a complete fighter. And this will be a great challenge for me. And my mentality is the same as always. This is the most important and most difficult fight of my career. That's how I'm going to this fight. I respect him and respect his martial arts, and I'm ready to get the victory.
I know you said, like, hey, I'm not thinking about the belt or anything, but, like, the flyweight division's kind of crazy right now. Obviously, with Steve stepping in there and taking a title. You two guys are highly ranked guys in a main event, the week before a title fight. So does this feel like a big fight to you in the division, and maybe you think it deserves maybe more attention than it's getting?
I don't know about more attention that is given. I think this kind of happen with the flyweights. It's it's kind of changing. I can see the people are liking more and more the flyweights. Like I said, it's awesome. I get really happy when I see the flyweights headlining the UFC, and I have 2 in a row. So this will be awesome for the flyweight division. And I think the momentum is really good for me to get the victory on a main event of the UFC 1 week before the belt. So the momentum is really good. So everything that is happening is really good momentum, and I will take the best of this opportunity.
Last thing for me, you're always a respectful guy, but like you said, it's kind of an important time at flyweight. So a big win here, do you get on the mic and start making some call-outs and trying to stir the pot a little bit, or is it just, hey, let's get a win and see what happens? Like, what's the plan?
Right now, it's just let's get a win and let's see what happens, because I got to win. I got to do a good win, and good things will happen for sure. But yeah, I will not change my style. I'm not gonna try to be someone that I'm not. But for sure, I can promote a fight, even being respectful. So I will talk, but I will talk my way. And with a good victory, if UFC wants, I will be there on the first line to watch Erceg and Pantoja to make the fight.
What were your thoughts when Steve Erceg got the title shot?
First thing that I think was like, man, Pantoja is really the man. He doesn't run from challenge. It was awesome that he took that challenge. UFC needed a big fight, a title fight for the Rio event, and Pantoja just took the fight. He didn't, like he always do, he didn't run from the challenge. So I think this makes his career even brighter and bigger, and also is really good for the flyweight division. Like I said, it's awesome to see the flyweight division headlining UFC. And I think Erceg, he just got the opportunity. We already saw this happen before, not just on the flyweight division, but even in other divisions. Sometimes MMA is about timing, like that's what happened. Like they need a big fight. Pantoja was ready to fight. He wanted to defend the belt in Rio. I think it's part of his dream, to defend the belt in his home crowd. And Erceg took the opportunity, and Pantoja too. So this will be awesome for Pantoja legacy and for the flyweight division.
Who do you think wins next weekend between Pantoja and Erceg?
I think Pantoja will keep the belt, and I'm also rooting for him. We trained together years ago in Avignon. I have a good relationship with him. I can call him a friend. And I hope that he wins and maintain the belt in Brazil. I cannot do the opposite, like it's in Brazil, man. The Brazil gotta keep the belt.
So, say you go out there and win this Saturday and you get to fight Pantoja next, like, is it going to be tough trying to fight a friend?
I already been through that before. My first UFC fight was against Bruno Correa. He was in the Ultimate Fighter with me, and we was like really, really close in the Ultimate Fighter. We was doing everything together, one helping each other, and then we got to fight. But yeah, man, that kind of thing happens, and I gotta say, of course, it's kind of a little bit more motivated when you fight against someone that is not that cool. Is not your friend, for sure. But also at the same time, it's good to think about, like, if me and Pantoja, we are fighting for the belt, it means that both friends, they got on the peak of their career. So we both are on the top. I want to succeed the same way that I want my friends to succeed. So we will be both really successful defending the belt. So it will be nice too. It will be an honor to share the octagon with Pantoja if that happens one day.
Cool. Thank you.
Welcome.
We were speaking with Alex Perez earlier, and he talked a lot about his wrestling accolades. Do you think that you would want to surprise him with wrestling of your own?
I want to surprise him in all areas, I want to play my music and to be on top in all areas, and in the grappling game as well. I know he has a strong wrestling background. I know he's good at it, but I also am good at it. I'm Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. I've been doing this since 9 years old, so I'm ready for whatever.
And both you and Alex said that Pantoja was going to win against Erceg. But do you think that there's a certain challenge that Erceg brings to Pantoja?
For sure, man. It's not because Erceg is the number 10, it is not a dangerous fight. He's a really dangerous fight. I've been watching all of his fight in the UFC. He's good striking game, good grappling. He's strong for the division. He's tall for the division. For sure, it's going to be a tough matchup for Pantoja, but I just think that Pantoja will be ready and will get the victory.
Thank you.
Welcome.
One quick follow-up. Alex said you had been to his house before. Do you remember going to his house, and were you sizing him up at the time, being like, I could take this guy?
No. When I went to his house, I was not sizing him up. I had no idea to fight with him. I have a very close friend, Matheusinho, is a Muay Thai coach. He lives with him, and Alex is always so nice with me, so respectful. I saw him at the beginning of the week, and he was so respectful. We got to shake hands and everything, but it is what it is. We're going to fight and have no feelings, just go there, do my job, no feelings, no good, no bad, no happy, no nothing, no sad, and it is what it is, just go to do my job. Thank you, guys. Thank you.